Sometimes football writes stories so unbelievable they feel scripted. An aging king. A teenage prince. Lionel Messi, Lamine Yamal, the greatest player of our generation, against the player many believe could define the next one. But this final isn't just about two names. It's about two nations that took completely different roads to get here. Argentina arrived carrying expectation. Spain arrived almost unnoticed. And after one of the most dramatic semi-final stages we've seen in years, the World Cup final is finally here. There comes a point in every legend's career where people start asking the same question. Is this finally the end? They asked it before the tournament. They asked it after qualifying. They even asked it after the group stage. But Lionel Messi keeps answering the only way he knows how, with football. No longer the explosive dribbler who danced past 6 defenders every game. Instead, he's become something arguably even more dangerous. A player who controls entire matches with timing, intelligence, and moments. He doesn't need 30 touches. He only needs one. Against England, when Argentina needed somebody to calm the chaos, Messi produced exactly that. It was monumental. As England retreated deeper and deeper, Argentina kept believing. Then came the cross. Lautaro Martinez finished it. Messi had delivered again. Not through pace, not through power, but through complete understanding of football. Spain quietly became the tournament's best team. While everyone was talking about Brazil, talking about France, England, Spain simply kept winning. No noise, no drama, just football. Their defense has been extraordinary in this tournament. Their midfield has controlled games. They've had clutch players. There hasn't been one superstar carrying them. It's looked like 11 players moving as one. The scary part, it almost happened without anyone noticing. Because while headlines chased bigger stories, Spain were building the tournament's most complete side. Let's be honest, before the semi-finals, a lot of people still believed France were the team to beat. On paper, they looked unstoppable, but football has never been played on paper. Spain didn't panic. They didn't try to match France physically. They simply played their football. Passed around them, pressed them, controlled the tempo. And when the biggest stage arrived, France never truly found another gear, shocked the tournament. And Spain had reached another World Cup final through discipline rather than hype. Two semi-finals that had the world holding its breath. Both semi-finals felt like they could swing either way. It was the first time in history the top 4 teams were playing each other. England looked like they had one foot in the final. Then football reminded everyone why you never celebrate early. Argentina kept probing, pushing. They were relentless, aggressive. Kept believing, and right at the end, everything changed. Those 2 nights reminded us exactly why the World Cup is unlike any other sport. One mistake, one tactical change, one moment, one pass, history changes forever. Then there's Lamine Yamal. It's almost impossible to believe his age. He doesn't play like a teenager. He doesn't think like one either. Pressure doesn't seem to exist. Big stadium, no problem. Big defenders, no problem. World Cup semi-final, still no problem. The frightening thing isn't just his talent, it's how normal he makes impossible football look. Every tournament has a player who announces themselves to the world. This feels bigger than that. And now the biggest test imaginable awaits. Football's greatest full circle moment. Years ago, a charity photo shoot produced one innocent picture. Lionel Messi, a baby named Lamine Yamal. Nobody could possibly have imagined what that image would one day mean. Now they're walking out together, not as teammates, not as mentor and student, but as opponents. It's so strange how things can be. One trying to cement the greatest career football has ever witnessed, the other trying to begin what could become one of football's greatest journeys. You couldn't write it, and if you did, nobody would believe you. When people think about Messi, they think about the number 10. When people think about Lamine Yamal, they now think of the number 10 too. But before either of them became football stars, there was another number, 19. And somehow the number has become the thread connecting two generations. Fast forward 20 years, Lamine Yamal walks into the first World Cup wearing number 19. Spain gave him the same number Messi wore in Germany 2006, a detail that immediately caught fans' attention. But that's only the beginning. At Barcelona, history repeats itself. Messi wore the number 19 shirt before inheriting the legendary number 10. Yamal did exactly the same. He exploded onto the scene in Barcelona's number 19, before eventually taking over the club's most iconic shirt, the number 10. It's almost like football copied and pasted the script. Then the coincidences become even stranger. Yamal turned 19 during this World Cup. He's playing the first World Cup at the age of 19. There are also 19 days between their birthdays. And standing in the opposite corner is Lionel Messi, the man whose own World Cup journey began wearing that very same number. One career is reaching its final chapter, and the other is just beginning. To many fans, the number 19 no longer represents just a squad number. It represents the badge between two eras, the apprentice and the master. The boy who was photographed with Messi as a baby against the man who unknowingly held the future in his arms. Baptism. Whether you believe in destiny or just love football stories, there's something undeniably poetic about it. Messi's rise began with 19. Yamal's rise is beginning with 19. And now, football's past and future collide on the biggest stage imaginable. This isn't simply Argentina versus Spain. It isn't just Messi versus Yamal. It's a legacy versus possibility. The past standing face to face with the future. One final, one trophy, one last chance for Messi to add another chapter to that untouchable career. Or the first chapter on what could become football's next legendary story. Whatever happens, we'll remember where we were when football became full circle.